How y'all doing? So, in today's video, we are going to be going over exactly why the rich are benefiting so much when it comes to AI. Now, I got this video idea from a TikTok comment that I responded to within the last 2 days or so. And the point they were trying to make was that these new breakthroughs in technology are only for the rich, which isn't true whatsoever. And I really want to get into and break it down why the rich are able to benefit from these AI solutions and these artificial intelligence breakthroughs for reasons other than just the capital to fund it and the money to back behind it. It gets deeper than that. So that's exactly what we're going to get into today. Now, the first reason why the rich are able to benefit from these AI solutions is because they understand what it can do at a baseline level. They're not trying to make AI into this superhuman brain that can analyze all this data and come up with all these different ideas and move money around. No, they understand the baseline that AI right now it's not super agentive. It's generative. Gen AI. You give it a prompt with examples and it'll reproduce something very similar. That's what it is. Meaning it can handle the basic automations. Now, what I mean by this is it handles very small tasks. Now, if you're a small business, really pay attention to this. It handles very small things like scheduling. It handles reminders. It handles everything from customer engagement, customer support, handling data about inventory, handling the invoicings and all that, right? It handles all of that. That way it frees them up on a very large scale. For example, if you are a small business owner, right, a small team of like 5 to 10 people, how much time does it really take for you to not only engage with every customer that has very small inquiries or follow up with every lead, handle reminders and scheduling, to handle what else? Reminding on invoices and payments and sending all that out. It takes a lot of time. Realistically, a good third of your staff is probably just to handle half of those things right there. Now, the reason why the rich are able to benefit so much from AI because they understand that AI can handle all of that. So instead of hiring more help when busy, I'll get into that actually, but instead of hiring more help to handle all that, all they really need to do is install this one system and it can scale. These AI systems can scale up. There's no reason for them to hire 15 more people when busy season comes around. Right? You understand? Okay, so I can free up my team of 10 people by just installing the system to handle all these basic tasks. Now, not only do we get more time, but we get more time to engage with the customers, give better quality of work. We can handle more clients in and of itself instead of being stuck doing manual, repetitive labor. That's number one. And I touched upon it already, but number two, there's no reason to consistently increase headcount. There's no reason for all these big corporations to consistently increase headcount, which again, if you're not paying attention to what's going on right now, a lot of places aren't hiring because of systems like this. I'm not saying, oh, AI replace it. No. We're not going to get into that this video. What I am saying is that they understand, these big CEOs, the rich, they understand that because of this technology, there's no reason to increase headcount. It's because, again, I'll link the video somewhere over here. I broke it down completely. For half the price of one worker, they can have an AI system do tasks instead. I broke it down, but I broke it down in a different video. But just to summarize, instead of paying anywhere between 14 to 18,000 a month just to have a receptionist at the front desk answering calls, sending reminders, invoicing, all that. One AI system for 1/3 of the price of one person, or maybe half the price of one person, can handle all of that. So now let's just say if you are let's say a med spa, for example, right? You're a med spa that does a lot of Botox injections. You might do something with like rejuvenating the skin or getting more tan, whatever. You make people look better for the summer. And as the summer months come around, your business is going to increase. So they understand that instead of hiring more help to handle all these Q&A calls, the follow-up with leads who fill out forms on their websites, they can just buy one AI system and it'll handle all of that. There's no reason to hire 2-3 extra people. There's no reason to have someone working overtime just to handle the intake of questions and all that. They don't need to do that. They completely understand that, listen, this system removes the need to hire more people, which is huge, right? Now, number 3, they don't try to understand it all themselves. They delegate, meaning they don't spend months learning how to use AI. They hire someone who does. Now, this might be a caveat to what I said earlier about they don't need to hire more workers because AI does it for them. But this is a little bit of a iffy situation that some people might not understand. It does not take $100,000 a year to bring in someone who understands these systems. Now, I'm not saying you have to have someone constantly every day working in the office with you, coding and doing all that. But instead of them spending hours and months trying to learn the system themselves, they'll gladly pay someone a fee of anywhere between $800 to $4,000 a month just to install the system, keep it running, and make sure everything goes good. Instead of them having to sit down and read documentation, watch a bunch of videos, spend hours demoing it themselves, they just hire someone who can do it. And that's one thing that I really want to touch upon, because so many small businesses, I understand things are tough right now, the economy's kind of iffy, but not wanting to spend anywhere between $800 to $1,500 on a build fee, not a recurring bill, but a one-time payment to get something like this installed for your business is kind of insane. Like, for example, if an AI voice agent can not only work 24/7 around the clock, 365 a year, it can handle any inquiry you have, any question that might come in. It can follow up with leads who fill out forms on your website to bring you in more money, book appointments. That way you can save more time on daily average. It can, overall, it can save you time and money, and you're every single month, right? If one lead is worth anywhere between, let's just say on average $800 to anywhere between $800 to $1,200, if an AI can fill out or contact or bring you in more of those per month, let's just say it gives you on average an extra 4 to 5 clients per month that you wouldn't have had otherwise, it pays for itself immediately. And then those other 4 clients is nothing but raw profit. And mind you, if you don't want to have the AI expert be a retainer, that one-time build fee was only, let's just say $1,300, $1,500, anywhere between there. Paying for that once and then having it immediately pay itself back, it's insane how they're not willing to pay that. Like, oh, it's so much money to make of an investment. The rich understand that, okay, if I pay this, I'll get this back and then I'll get a return on interest. It makes sense. Let's do it. They don't need time to think about it. Oh, I'm losing $1,200. What if it doesn't work? They're willing to take risk, which is a very good reason why they're probably rich in the first place. But we're not going to get into the whole, what it takes to be rich. We're not going to get into that. We're talking about why they benefit the most from AI. Let's make to that point. Why isn't this working? There you go. Make to that point. They don't avoid risks. They understand investing and ROI. There we go. Now, just to show this in action, right? ProSystems AI unveils breakthrough in AI voice agent technology for enterprise customer service. ProSystems AI launched an AI voice agent that manages calls with human-like fluency, cutting wait times by 40% and boosting first call resolution by 30%. Now, understand, I know it says enterprise right here, but understand this, right? This is an article from 2 days ago of me recording this video. Understand, if you can cut wait times by 40%, think about how many more people you can help in one sitting. Now, most people, it was a stat. I read it. I looked into it. It said 60% of people expect an answer or to communicate with someone within the first 180 seconds of waiting. If it goes past that point, there's a very likely chance they'll hang up and you'll never hear from them again. If this can reduce that wait time by 40% and resolve any issues or questions they might have, think about how much more money you can make as a small business owner. What does that mean for you and your business, right? If you can have a system like this that answers immediately and it can resolve any situation by 30% more than the average person or the average worker can, it's trained on everything you do, everything about your business, works all year round, 24/7. It can cut wait times down, save you more money instead of hiring extra help. Think about what that means for your business. Again, I'll put there's a video somewhere over here. I don't know where I am on the end screen, but think about what that really means for you and your business. Now, I'm gonna try to do every end of the video with something like actionable steps that you can take. So let me set this up. Number one, the first thing you can do is, where are you losing the most money? Where can you make more money at? For example, now imagine if you are a small business that can only handle 50 calls per hour, right? You can only handle that many people per hour, but you're getting about 80 people per hour. So that's 30 people that you can't really get to, who are either going to be on wait for an extra 30 minutes or you lose them completely. Now imagine if you can solve that problem completely by just having an AI voice agent. Identify your pain points. If you're a small business owner, you already understand where you struggle the most, and if you had a solution for it or a way to help out or a way to delegate something, you would make more money. That's where this comes into play. That's where your pain point the AI can solve comes into play. Now, what's next? Do not spend time learning it yourself if you can't. Now, what I mean by this is, if you're working 12 to 15 hours a day on your business, getting it running, keeping it up, why would you spend an extra 2 to 3 hours a day learning AI when you can just have someone who understands it come in and work with you? Now, again, if you don't have the funds for it, I understand. Then it wouldn't make sense to learn on your own. Or if you have a business where it's kind of like steady pace, you have way more free time than you realize, then okay, it does make sense for you to learn AI. But if we're focusing on how the rich benefit the most, don't learn it yourself, just delegate it. Only work on increasing the business, not inside the business. That's a big thing too. Their main focus is how can they get outside the business and work on growing it instead of working inside of it, doing the small things repetitively over and over again. That's that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Let me know in the comments if I'm making it too long, too short, and I'll go from there. But I'm trying out this whiteboard a little bit because I tend to ramble sometimes. So me being able to just put things down on the screen so you can see it and kind of guide me to where I'm going helps out a little bit. But if you don't like it, let me know. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you like it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you're a small business owner that's looking to get something like this installed into your own business, click the link in my bio, book a free demo call, and let's have a conversation on if we can make this work for you, because there's a very good chance we could. But yeah, that's it for the video. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you. Thank you.